Welcome to the future of work. A future that reimagines productivity, puts intelligence at your fingertips, and brings knowledge, automation, AI, and CRM together in a platform made for sales teams and for every team. Because a new day for work needs a new approach to productivity, one that uses the power of AI to help take the work out of work, like helping you focus on what to do next, creating smarter workflows with automation, and instantly summarizing channels and threads. Slack is where it all comes together with customers at the center, where AI helps teams move work forward. Humans work how humans work best. And Slack Sales Elevate harnesses the power of Sales Cloud, bringing together your people, processes, and CRM data all in one place. Connect everyone, share what you know, find what you need, automate the rest. That's Work in Slack, your intelligent productivity platform.
It happened, it just came out of nowhere. A bus, he was speeding and he rear-ended me. I'm lucky I was able to walk away from it. My car was demolished. I lost my job. I couldn't pay my credit cards or any of my loans or anything. It was like boom, 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 and felt like the whole world was crashing in on me. My husband, he said, "You haven't tried Credit Karma yet?" I was like, "It's free?" And he said, "Yeah, you can see your credit score and everything. You can see all your debts." I knew it was going to be bad, but I didn't realize how bad it was. My score was around 450, 500. Once I started just knocking off smaller debts, it turned into a snowball, and it just kept going. You see your debt going down, and then I started seeing the score go up. And now I'm in the 700s.
It's not every day that you revolutionize an industry. Most advances are small, steady as she goes, incremental. This is small too. 9.3 microns, 9 millionths of a meter, an eighth of a human hair. But that's huge. It's exponential. 9 millionths of a meter is causing a complete paradigm shift and will forever change what it means to go to the dentist. That's a pretty bold claim, but it's a pretty bold machine. Solea is the world's first CO2 laser cleared to cut both hard and soft tissue. It's the perfect drill, because it's not a drill. It's a laser so advanced it cuts through everything, even the industry BS about lasers. Solea all but eliminates the drill, eliminates the pain, eliminates the anxiety. It's virtually soundless, painless, sensationless. Solea makes going to the dentist not a big deal. And that's the biggest deal of all.
Science, stopping for Sasquatch. Tears for tailoring time to thermostats, it's totally top-notch. Used for upscale upholstery with an uplifting tune. Views for vital voltage powering your voyage of room. W's whizzing past windows, waltzing with the wind. And X is for zinnias, which means the effect of pollen on plants. Y is for yielding yummy yucca from your yard. And C is for zero emissions from your battery electric car.
promise. To make Apple carbon neutral. Wait, no, we've already done that. To make every single Apple product carbon neutral by 2030. Even yours. We're working to make every iPhone, iPad, watch, and Mac with 100% recycled or renewable materials. We're finding new ways to extract aluminum, steel, tin, tungsten, and plastic from recycled Apple products. We're growing enough trees and recycling enough paper to sustain all our packaging. But we can do much more. It's not just what goes into our products, it's also how they're made. Hundreds of manufacturers, distributors, testers, assemblers, disassemblers, and material makers, all upgrading to 100% renewable energy. A lot of them are even going zero waste. But it's still not enough. Manufacturing is just a part of it. What about all of you? This is a big one. Apple devices are all over the world, and by 2030, all of the electricity charging all of your devices will be 100% renewable. So you're a part of this too. Because Apple is going carbon neutral. No, everything Apple is going carbon neutral. Apple has a plan.
Five must-knows to get started with generative AI. Lately, everyone's talking about artificial intelligence, or AI, and how it could change things. But spoiler alert, at Google, AI is not that new at all. We first used it in 2001 when we launched our spell check system on Google Search. Today, AI is in many Google products that billions of people already use. Historically, AI was used to understand and recommend information. Now, generative AI can help us create new content, such as images, music, and code, all with a simple prompt. But as with anything new, it's important to understand the do's and don'ts, so you can get the most out of generative AI responsibly. AI is a machine learning model, not a human. When you interact with generative AI, you'll enter a prompt and the response might seem so unique you may wonder if it's human. But AI can't think for itself or feel emotions. It's just great at picking up patterns. This is called training. Take, for example, a text-to-image model. It learns what a sneaker is through being trained on millions of sneaker photos. Over time, the model recognizes that sneakers are things humans wear on their feet, with laces, soles, and often a logo. This allows the model to take an input, such as generate an image of a sneaker with a pizza charm, connect what it's learned about sneakers, pizza, and charms, and generate an image, even if it's never seen an image exactly like that before. Use AI to empower, assist, and inspire you. Experiences powered by generative AI can help you kickstart the creative process, but they're not there to do the work for you. That's your role as the creator. To get started, you might use AI to ask questions you didn't think could be answered, like which came first, the chicken or the egg? Or get help identifying that animal species you're curious about by using an image. It can even help you brainstorm creative ideas for that prequel you want to write about your favorite movie. AI can and will make mistakes. Generative AI is a work in progress, and it can make mistakes. It may make things up. This is known as a hallucination. Say you ask, who will be the top gymnast in 2035? The response may predict someone even though there is no way to truly know. It may also misunderstand things. For instance, you ask for information about bats. It might tell you about the type that's used in baseball or those winged mammals that live in caves. Critically evaluate responses. Always check information that's presented as fact. When in doubt, double check it with Google search. If you see something that's not right, flag it. Many of our generative AI products have reporting tools. Your feedback helps improve the experience for everyone. Watch this space as generative AI evolves. Generative AI is a quickly evolving technology, and we're committed to developing it responsibly. To get the most from your AI experience, stay in the loop on the latest product updates and learn about our guiding principles at ai.google. That's it. Now you're ready to practice what you've learned about generative AI and experiment with it responsibly. Have a great time.
Let's go. Don't stop, live free. Can you match this energy? Let's go. Get wild with me. Can you match this energy? Let's go.
I've never really collaborated with a machine before.
Rap is willing to hit it and run with it and play with it, give it a life that it didn't know it had.
It's a whole other learning curve.
Yes! And that.
It allows the world to see me and more of the lens of who I am in full color.
Get big, get in the pocket.
What if we use machines to understand underwater songs?
A glass of water with a goldfish inside. Used to swimming in the river, this a whole different vibe. I'm having like choice overload.
Let's go. Don't stop, live free.
Can we hear corporate logo, jogging music, snare paradiddle?
Can we just say a 600-foot long trombone?
Yes.
The safest thing for a blind person to do is to sit still. I ain't sitting still.
Can you match this energy?
That's the first time I've run alone in decades.
Important is supposed to be happening with this when you put it in the hands of people.
See you move to this. I got you excited.
What's good, family? Let me tell y'all about a small business hero that helps secure her hometown's food economy. Meet Cindy Ayers Elliott, owner of Footprint Farms. Dr. Cindy was a successful investment banker in New York until purpose called her back home to Jackson. Jackson deserved a green future. With the lack of fresh food, the situation was dire. Cindy traded her high heels for work boots, rolled up her sleeves, and got it out the mud, literally. When the gears of a rusty, antiquated system threatened to crush her dream, Cindy and her squad sprung into action. The archaic machine of bureaucracy and red tape was no match for Cindy and her squad. The seeds of Cindy's efforts grew strong, until they bore the fruit and vegetables to sustain the community, making it stronger than ever and ultimately defeating those looking to crush her dream. It's heroes like Cindy and Footprint Farms that keep Jackson green and growing.
Let's roll, Jackson!
Big small business and we booming. Yeah, big small business and we booming.
Hey, my community know I'm a fly to the paper. I put on my game just to provide for my neighbor. I said my community know I'm a fly to the paper. I put on my game just to provide for my neighbor.
Look, we big small business and we booming. Yeah, big small business and we booming.
I compare a layout designer to a conductor of an orchestra. Their elements are the players with instruments, and they have control over how the sound is presented. The layout designer is responsible for considering placement of all necessary visual elements of the content at hand and really have control over how that content is presented or perceived. So we look at spatial relationship of items and how they work with or against each other. We look at scale. Where does your eye go when you get to a page or a website or an Instagram post? What's the bleed? Is it infinite? Is it a defined space? What are your margins? What's your grid? And looking at color, typography, and photography and how that all harmonizes with the white space. So it's about symbiosis, harmony, and unity. A layout or a cover becomes legendary when it captivates the eye and mind. I do think when something is clear, concise, a little bit of complexity, and also creating something that feels new does create success in the layout design. Every platform has its own function, and therefore they each have to communicate an idea or a message or a story or an article, but each platform has a different level of attention span. So you have to take into mind your overall breadth and tone and use that approach across the board, across platform. If you can create an image that emotionally speaks to your target and you've made them connect with the content somehow, then I feel like it's 100% success. Thinking about type, color, imagery, and the design of a layout all have to work cohesively. Finding that right balance of each of those elements is key, and one can be more powerful than the others. However, it needs to serve a purpose and make sense. And it's really a beautiful thing when if you look at those elements separately, they're one thing, but then when you combine them with those other components, it becomes something else.
At Vocus, we've created a telco to make things better, simpler, easier, working as one team. For our customers, we own and manage a brilliant fibre network that's purpose-built for communities, businesses, and governments. In cities, regional areas, and some of the most remote sites, providing more choice, control, and value across Australia and New Zealand, into Asia Pacific and the world. With world-class partners, we offer leading solutions, helping customers do more, go further, grow faster, reliably, securely, simply. For everyone at Vocus, it's personal. It's in our DNA. Vocus. Brilliant made simple.
Phantom Reactor is waiting to meet you. We will now prepare you for your first encounter. Start by checking Phantom Reactor is in an upright position. Now cut the security seals to the front and the rear of the box. Gently slide the cable box towards you, removing the outer cover. Next, cut the security seal to the front of the box. Slowly pull apart both sides of the box to release your new friend. Phantom Reactor must be kept on a leash at all times. Check the power cord is attached before connecting to the mains. The indicator light will flash continuously throughout setup. Please hold tight. Unreasonable sound can take a moment to load. Look is awake. Start bonding with Phantom Reactor right away, using Bluetooth or download the app. One last thing. Phantom Reactor likes to be kept near a wall. It's playtime. Drop the beat.
You know the of opening a Coca-Cola? That's the sound of carbon dioxide. Here at Liberty Coca-Cola Beverages, we're doing our part to reduce carbon emissions by investing in a first-of-its-kind innovation called Quadgen. We convert natural gas into 4 different types of energy to power our plant and produce our beverages. Then CO2 is captured, purified, and turned into the bubbles in your favorite drink, eliminating the equivalent of 200 trucks off the road. Coca-Cola's sustainability journey is moving forward, one at a time.
Farming. It's maybe the oldest job that's always been obsessed with the latest technology. And once in a while, a discovery comes along that changes everything. Selective breeding did it, hybridization did it, and now CRISPR is doing it again. Corteva Agriscience is using a proprietary application of CRISPR to create stronger corn for farmers, offering crops without compromises. With this new approach, we can stack disease-resistant traits on the DNA faster, more efficiently, and more accurately, battling the crop's most pressing threats. More disease resistance, higher yield potential, supercharged. But corn is just the start. Multiply CRISPR's impact out across any crop susceptible to disease, any food system that's threatened. Countless challenges now met with a unique, sustainable solution. It's an R&D breakthrough that will create meaningful impact at a global scale. Corteva is redefining how we all keep growing. And this is just the beginning, because when we change farming, we change everything.
What if businesses could see the patterns, connecting people, places, and things? Like how things are moving in real time. How places look and feel in rich detail. How real-world spaces become incredible playing fields. How cities move now, and where to direct them next. How data and trends look in real life. And how the world is changing. To know how to grow next. See patterns and opportunities in plain sight with Google Maps platform.
What if you were a major transit system with billions of passengers taking millions of trips every year? You weren't about to let any cyber attacks slow you down. So you partner with IBM to build a security architecture to keep your data, network, and applications protected. Now you can tackle threats so they don't bring you to a grinding halt. And everyone's going places, including you. Let's create cybersecurity that keeps your business on track. IBM, let's create.
A lot of people see justice as the most futile thing you can do with your life. Give your life completely to business and you see the money piling up. Be a health nut, eat right, go to the gym, and your muscles will grow and your body will look good and you'll see results. But when it comes to justice, it seems like you just can't get ahead. You patch up one hole and something else rips open. You bring peace to one region and war breaks out in another. You rebuild after an earthquake and a tsunami hits. And you work and you work and you work and there's never any profit. There's no bank where you can store a surplus amount of justice in. Stability is never permanent. Something always tips and people always ask, is it even worth it? And that question, though understandable, quite frankly, it's ridiculous. And it rarely comes from those who are actually tired from pursuing justice and not just tired of the idea. It rarely comes from people who've labored for years and have good reason to ask it. And you know why they never ask? Those type of people become friends with those who suffer. Family even. Because it's one thing to wonder if someone else's freedom is worth fighting for. But when you begin to identify with that someone else, commune with them, that's when the question is no longer worth asking. That's when it becomes offensive even. What do you mean, is it worth my time? That doesn't even deserve an answer. I don't care how long it takes. I don't care how many times we fail. I don't care how little progress is made. You never fighting for your own.
Sometimes it's hard to imagine how something so small could have an effect on something so big. What if we told you that with one small action you could raise $500,000 to fight cancer? We know that's hard to believe, so we did a little math to show you how great your impact can be. The average Relay for Life team has 9 people. Each one of these people raise, on average, $310. So if every team brought in one more person, they could raise an additional, well, $310. That might not seem like much, but at a single relay event with 50 teams, that would mean an additional $15,500 to go towards research, support, and prevention initiatives. And that's nothing to scoff at. But if every team across BC and the Yukon added just one more person, we could raise an extra $500,000. Just like that. So think of just one person who's not on your Relay for Life team and send them this video so they can see the amazing impact they could have by being your team's +1. Who knows? You might even get +2.
You know how frustrating it is when you're trying to develop and grow the business, but never have enough time to develop and grow yourself to stay ahead of it? You're working extremely long hours, recognizing your unhealthy work-life balance isn't sustainable. You're struggling with the speed and trajectory of the business and feel uncertain regarding your own capabilities. You're overwhelmed, frustrated, stuck, and not moving as fast as you'd like. You realize you could be even more successful if you knew the habits, beliefs, and competencies of the world's most high-performing leaders. We hear you. That's why we developed My Daily Leadership. Our powerful and proven, results-driven program is exactly what top-level executives use to future-proof themselves, their people, and their business. Through a hybrid learning model, our leaders effortlessly take charge of the future success of the company. They learn how to successfully implement the 5 core elements of exceptional leadership, as well as the 20 critical performance competencies needed to create a meaningful and lasting legacy of high performance and extraordinary success. Make an immediate change. Join other high-potential elite leaders who have enrolled in the world's most powerful leadership development program, My Daily Leadership, creating the world's best leaders, one day at a time.
Curiosity is a muscle. Use it or lose it. It's something that we consciously have to nurture in ourselves, in our families, classrooms, at work. Sometimes I hear that curiosity and creativity are killed by too many facts. But actually the opposite is true. The more you know, the more you want to know. Not only that, but the more you know, the more connections you can make between the different bits of knowledge that you have in your head, and therefore the more ideas you will have. Which is why curiosity is really the wellspring of creativity. Technology is replacing routine work. And that's what technology replaces first, and it has done throughout history. So intellectually curious people, people who are capable of learning throughout their career, of asking questions, good questions, of adapting and collaborating with others from different disciplines, people who are capable of really thriving in this world of non-routine work, in other words, are the people that are going to do better.
For millennia, mankind has endeavored to capture the ideals of beauty. We have sought it in divine proportions, symmetry, and harmony. We struggle to define it, yet we know it instantly if we see it.
Ugliness is different. It assaults our expectations, violates all canons, twists conventions. Ugliness repels us, yet also commands our voyeuristic attention.
Karloff is the convergence of beauty and ugliness.
The nexus between the extremes.
The manifestation of their common ground.
Ugliness and beauty intertwined.
This is Karloff.
Good taste is sort of so dictated that you have to wear this or you have to wear that, dresses that don't fit you. So I think that this business of taste is something to question. People should develop their own taste, and that whatever you have is truly meaningful to you, that you just haven't bought some bric-a-brac. I had a call from Bill Hammond, who sells our furniture in Dallas, and he was then working on the Johnson Library. He said that the president really would like an all-wood chair. Amusingly enough, he said he'd like it sort of between a barroom chair and a courtroom chair and a little bit of a Western saddle. I designed a chair by starting with a chair. Any chair. I might cut the arms off, I might cut the legs off, put it on a box. I want to be able to sit in it. I then will work with muslin and a staple gun, take a couple of strong photographic clips and take a huge piece of cardboard and clip it on here, and then I would start drawing it to get the shape. It's no different than sculpture. But let me just make one point here. I think the most successful thing I do is how I live. I really mean that. Very quiet, very uncomplicated, half the time in the country, a wonderful garden, travel a lot, and all this doesn't mean money, because I've always done it. So I design interiors and furniture and flatware and so forth and so on, but I think the way I live maybe is the most meaningful.
There are no outdoor ice rinks in Madrid for the children of the sea. Flying Anne, the wolf in shorts, Maria and I and the outcast visit Familia. There is no finish line in holy wars, only the darkness of day in the mouth of the wolf and the cave of forgotten dreams. Over your cities, grass will grow. Picture, start.
My favorite thing about acting is being with other actors, feeling that intimacy and that excitement and that thrill.
The unique power of a single character to capture the spirit of the story and the imagination of an audience.
All of us actors are not only supporting the story, each of us is essential, completely crucial to the story, because if there's one false moment, the train comes off the rails and our willing suspension of disbelief is gone, and we have to earn it back.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA. I was born like this and born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, wish out you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your fucking head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got realness, I just kill shit cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got dark, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. I just win again, then win again like Wimbledon I serve. Yeah, that's him again, the sound that engine in is like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know just who you are. See, use it. just begun. So where did the sunny days go? With smiles were so carefree back when our feelings couldn't ever be wrong. And what happened to our dreams? What happened to you and me? What happened to our good company? So who are we when no one's around? Does it change when the lights go out? Are we still two halves of the whole? Are we falling short of the sun? And if I'm really still yours, then why do you pull back from me? Where did the sunny days go? With smiles were so carefree back when our feelings couldn't ever be wrong. And what happened to our dreams? What happened to you and me? What happened to our good company? Can we just go back to when we first met? I felt you with everything in me. How can we let it crumble away now that the sunshine is
Could I ever speak? Will I ever preach? How can I be enabled to call enough the heart you cannot see? Can't read it, foreign body language. Who am I to teach? Hey, you don't know about growing pains that were neglected in me. Hey, you don't know about warning signs ignored and left at the scene. Hey, indeed, I'm known to fallen standards. Who am I to preach? Hey, God, but you couldn't understand. So I lied again. And I wouldn't let you in. So you cast another stone. You'll find it on your better You will let me down. Could not left it. I back down when I cannot stand the weight. Will wake up the breaking hearts I know. You will let me down. Could not left it. I back down when I cannot stand the weight. Will wake up the breaking hearts I know. The breaking hearts I know. Could I ever meet ever-present needs? How can I be relatable when it's always been indoctrinated in me? Yeah, heathens die and love is blind. Now who am I to see? Hey, God, but you couldn't understand. So I lied again. And I wouldn't let you in. So you cast another stone. You'll find it on your better You will let me down. Could not left it. I back down when I cannot stand the weight. Will wake up the breaking hearts I know. You will let me down.
that shit to me. Tell it like it T.I. is, my nigga. Talk that shit to me. Talk to me, cause I talk back. It ain't my fault your girl fell in love with a gangster Mac. Now that's cold, Jack.
Peter Piper picked a pimp to play the game with passion. Made power plays with paper while they folded like a pamphlet. Protected my progression, politicking for the plea. Platinum with doggy style, deep cover was the pre. Horizon prophesizing, I'm what put us on the map. Polly busting down them POUNDs into them sacks. Pound the pavement with the pushers, pocket rocket for the pussies. Player tried to play me punk. I left him bleeding in the bush. I'm like a pigeon with precision, Snoopy shitting from the top. Piggly Wiggly's on patrol, trying to pop us at the park. Pardon the please, we just posted up, we plotting on some paper, man. Just popped a Pontiac and peach is probably what I paint the thing. Papered up, I can't complain. Still I play the game, but it won't ease the pain. My homies passing earlier than they post to. Pop paint in the Porsche, most powerful crip to ever throw up gangs on a poster.
Talk that shit to me. From the LGBTQ. Talk that shit to me. Talk that shit to me. Got to earn your stripes. Bitch, if you ain't breaking bread, then you need to get alive. Talk that shit to me.
Crip without a crush, cock it full of cucks, check that. Cock it, then I cuss, common in the clutch, step back, swish. This grip and collision causing catastrophe. My casual conversations ended turning to casualty. Cold game, cat cracking with cocaine. Go against the gang, we gotta sell it with your name on it. Showstopper that drop classics. The same nigga that closed curtains but closed caskets. Cuz the crew on it too, like compilation tracks. Running numbers up, but it ain't no miscalculating that. Going kamikaze for me in my concentration camp. But we had to take it back, cause really ain't no cake in that kryptonite. Play Superman, I be your kryptonite. Took a nigga sitch, cause she rather fuck a kryptonite. Get this right, can't call yourself a king unless your click is right. You niggas better get your crippin' right.
Talk that shit to me. From the LGBTQ. Talk that shit to me. Talk that shit to me. Got to earn your stripes. Bitch, if you ain't breaking bread, then you need to get alive. Talk that shit to me. Oh, G. Oh, me. LBC. Talk to me. This guy. Earn my stripes. I got stripes. Get bread. Let's get alive. Whoa.
According to the creation myths of several cultures, the Earth rests on the back of a giant turtle. Fair enough, but what does that turtle stand on? Let's talk about it. TV's on, drinking, thinking about the universe, on an infomercial for a metaphysics course. Called a 900 number to sign up right away. Took a bus down to the school later that day. Teacher comes in wearing blonde dreadlocks and beads, starts writing on the chalkboard about life's mysteries. It's all turtles all the way down. It's all turtles all the way down. Count their legs and then divide by 4. Then get ready to count some more to the edge of the universe and beyond. It's all turtles all the way down. Well, that makes sense, was my first reaction. I need to know the details for my satisfaction. Stacked up feet to shell was how it had to be. But why turtles was bothering me? Why not llamas, hippos, or ferrets? I thought my question had some merit. It's all turtles all the way down. It's all turtles all the way down. Count their legs and then divide by 4. Then get ready to count some more We don't know if they're green or they're brown, but we know it's turtles all the way down. My teacher shouted, can't you see? You need to write a check to me. Then you can get to turtle consciousness and live in everlasting turtle bliss. But why not hedgehogs? Wouldn't that be wiser? I guess I just ain't no philosophizer. I guess the truth is I'm a quitter. I'm thinking about turtles and other critters. I'll return to my daily plaid log. Where can I find a date tonight? It's all turtles all the way down. It's all turtles all the way down. Count their legs and then divide by 4. Then get ready to count some more. They might have a smile, they might have a